Time for some 814 Eats. We are here with Stephanie Fisher of the Inn at Solvang, the innkeeper there, extraordinaire. So many brilliant ideas. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me back. I just keep showing up. And
well, that is okay, because I mean, you always give us a great presentation, and the breakfast you make us is always so unique.
Well, that's why I know I'm invited back. So you guys can eat, but I won't be offended that it's for the food only. And when the time was going to be in April, I couldn't help myself but want to show all of the spring stuff that we do.
Yes.
So we'll do what we can, and you can, I don't know, find us online to see, or stay at the inn to experience what you don't have time to see in person today.
Yeah.
So we're going to be making little individual spring frittatas. So when you have your picky guests staying at your house and they're here staying too long at Easter, and you want to use up the Easter ham, and one of them's gluten-free and one can't have cheese and one doesn't like veggies, you can have them make their own. So Morgan is going to make her own. Jack, do you want to make your own also?
Yeah,
okay.
Course,
And we have to note too, the eggs, I thought these were decoration.
Aren't they so pretty? These are fresh from the butts of our own chickens at the farm at Solvang's
right by the property.
Yes, so part of the property is leased by a family, and they raise the eggs. And,
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So we're gonna crack these, or just
well,
keep them
I'll
hanging
crack
out?
them while you guys fill up your ramekins. So you know, I don't want to assume what you're gonna want.
Sure,
so
we can do that.
There's cheese, there's spinach, there's bell pepper, there's ham. If you like those things, go for it. If you don't, so the idea is, these are greased ramekins. So normally a frittata would be done starting in a pan on the stovetop. This way, this cheater way, means you just layer everything in a greased ramekin, and your picky or love everything guests can just put in what they want. They can put in bacon, they can put in, you know, whatever. If they're vegetarian, they can make it vegetarian. And once they put in what they want, like an omelet station, I can just pour over top. Yeah, that's perfect.
Is it too much?
No, we'll just squish it down.
Okay.
Yeah, so then we will put on top the eggs that we are going to be making our little mini frittatas with. So the base is going to be lots of herbs and fresh farm eggs and a little bit of cream. That's all we're pouring on top.
Okay.
And we're going to pop each of those into, Jack
Oh yeah,
the
might
cheese.
as well
It's
get the
good.
rest of it, right?
Yeah, and then I'll put a little cheese on top when it's done, but they each get like 12 minutes in the oven, and boom, you have your own little mini frittata, and that's what it looks like when it comes
simple
out. So
I love too that you'd really do try to use fresh local ingredients as much as you can.
Oh yes, we really do. I was just telling Morgan and Jack that everything, our maple syrup is locally produced.
Yes.
We get eggs locally. Huntingdon area has a ton of, I don't know anybody during this raise in egg prices that's actually buying their eggs in a store, because everybody in Huntingdon has their egg guy. So so this is how it will look before it goes in the oven, and then you pop it in, put a little cheese on top when it comes out, and or let it warm a little bit more with cheese, and that's your mini frittata. And ours is garnished with these little tulips.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So, I don't know if you can see them.
I love that.
But these little tulips are really easy to make too. Our bunny butler is holding our chives, and the little tomatoes that you can get, little cherry tomatoes or grape tomatoes, perfectly work to make
Just a few little slices, and that's all
exactly
it takes.
what it is.
You fan them out.
You figured it out already.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just 2 slices into your cherry tomato, fan it, and then put a little chive stem on it.
And our bunny, our little butler bunny is holding, holding the tray.
Couldn't resist bringing
so
him
much
along.
charm, you can just tell. I mean, and you are the example of somebody who has set the bar high, even for yourself, because your guests now expect it every time.
So we have repeat guests, and a very, very high number of repeat guests. So like 40 to 50%, which is very unusual in the industry. And that's because, I don't know, they like us, they come back, they feel at home, but they also now have an expectation. So if they stay with us for even 2 weeks straight, they never get a repeat of breakfast course. they don't get a repeat of China, and I have to then one-up it. If they're coming back every year, I can't do a repeat, so it's become a personal challenge, but also something that my other assistants at the inn really love. So the other innkeepers, too, are enthusiastic about it. Some of our young innkeepers like to put it on social media, as you've seen.
Yeah, they get creative.
Yes, yes.
So much to
fun
look forward
environments
to.
and doing that. So.
Yes. Even to like your napkin, I mean, every little detail, like you're saying, the china, you're going to walk us through of how to do some of these, I don't know if I should say basic. Are they basic? I don't know.
They are basic. No, they really are, because
the
this
carrot is adorable.
really easy, and the bunny is, so whether you want it to be a nose or a bottom, I think it's a bottom because it's a cotton tail.
Yes.
So which would you like to try? The carrot's super easy, and the bunny is too. Are you doing one, too?
I can try. I mean, I can do the carrot.
You want to do the carrot?
Yeah, yeah. I don't think I'm skilled enough.
The carrot is 2 steps, so you can do that. Okay. So I just have my square of a napkin. I don't even open it all the way up, so it's still folded. I just take a little corner, pop that like that, and then I take a green napkin. We have these fluffy ones, so they tend to work perfectly, but you could use any. You could even do this with paper napkins. I layer it in there. And Jack, you're going to do it. You're just going to roll it.
Up. Yeah,
roll it into a carrot.
Well, you did the hard part, but...
Can you mess this up?
Make it time.
You'll be surprised.
Look, it's a carrot.
Yeah, it's a carrot.
Woo! Success. Morgan, do you want to do the bunny?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Well, we have time. We might have to make this some exclusive content online. So stay tuned for that, of course. We're going to have our segments posted on our Facebook and our website, WTAJ.com. And if people want to come stay at the Solvang, what's the best way to book a room?
Booking online at the website, huntingdonbedandbreakfast.com, is the quickest. 24/7 you can do a booking. Of course, you can call us to talk to us about any other details, too, but 24/7 you can book online. And we're heading into the season where people need to book now for Racetown Lake season. So get your bookings in, because things really fill up in the Racetown area, and Huntingdon's a gem you don't want to miss.
Oh my gosh.
Stephanie, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
All right.